Because in just a few minutes from now, the owners are expected to vote and to make this officially official. And then immediately following, free agency is open. There are like 40 free agents that still need to sign. And some massive, massive names. Carlos Correa, Freddie Freeman, Trevor Story, Carlos Rodón. The names go on and on and on. So let's break this down. Let's break down free agency and where we're going to go from here. What happens? Well, Carlos Correa what's going to happen with Correa now? Carlos Correa has been a Houston Astro his entire life. Now, pay the man. Somebody pay the man. That's my first takeaway when it comes to all of this. When it comes to Carlos Correa, pay the man. Because he is a stud and deserves his money. But now we get to talk about where he's going. Where's he going to go? My initial thought was the Yankees. I thought they had a strong possibility. But as the lockout went on and on, I don't believe the Yankees are going to go in that direction. I still believe that the Cubs have a legitimate chance here. I know they made a push for him. I know Carlos Correa reached out to Javi Baez before the lockout and asked him all about the Cubs. I know they went all in on Marcus Stroman, so I know they do want to win. Could he go there? I had Bob Nightingale on the show just the other day, and I asked him the same question. He thinks the Dodgers are a sleeper team. Trey Turner, yes, is there right now, but he only has one more year left. He doesn't want to play second base, but you could slide him over and put Carlos at shortstop. But look, we just got this tweet from Alex Bregman as well. Let's take a look at this tweet from Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman says he'll continue to work to get Carlos Correa back with the Astros. Alex Bregman was quoted saying, "Oh, all the time, every day. I'm about to call him now." The push for Carlos Correa around the league has already started, and it's funny to see. Marcus Stroman reaching out from the Cubs, as we saw earlier. Alex Bregman, his teammate on that side of the field, the left side of the infield, Alex Bregman over there at third, he wants his shortstop back. But it's going to be wild. Freddie Freeman is another one. Look, Freddie Freeman I thought would be an Atlanta Brave for life. To be honest with all of you, I do not want to live in a world where Freddie Freeman isn't an Atlanta Brave. But I might have to come to that realization here soon. As the lockout has gone on, I know the two sides aren't able to talk, but it certainly started to get the feel that Freddie Freeman was going to have plenty of options elsewhere, and they were going to be better than what the Braves were willing to offer. I am still hopeful he goes back to the Braves. I think the universal DH becoming official gives both sides, as in the Braves and him, more leeway there. You can give him some more years, and at the back end of his career, he could DH. But I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. We just got this tweet from SNY just a couple of minutes ago. The Yankees are expected to engage with Freddie Freeman ASAP. The Yankees are a place that I heard was going to make a strong push at him. Freddie Freeman, the New York Yankee? I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like the sound of that. I'm not going to like the sound of anything other than Freddie Freeman, the Atlanta Brave. Another possibility for him is the Dodgers. Max Muncy came out the other day and said, hey, imagine our lineup with Freddie Freeman. We want him. This is about more than Freddie Freeman, the player. Freddie Freeman, the person, the clubhouse personality, the role model to younger players, he is going to be an asset on any team that he goes to. And an important one at that. That goes without saying. But the now World Series champion. Here's the Max Muncy statement from the other day. Imagine how dangerous we'd be if we get Freddie Freeman in that lineup. I can't disagree with that. Imagine how dangerous they would be. Now, Kris Bryant. Let's talk about Kris Bryant. Where's he going to go? This is crazy. Think about these names we're throwing out right now. Carlos Correa, Freddie Freeman, Kris Bryant. There's 3 days until spring training, the mandatory report date. 3 days. And these names that I'm throwing out in free agency are massive superstars of the game. Now, they don't have to sign in 3 days, and I don't know if they all will. Maybe we'll get one to sign in the next couple of days, but they're going to have to sign quick, and these names are massive. So now we have Kris Bryant. Where's he going to go? You know where I think would be a great fit? Speaking of the Mets not wanting to spend or not wanting there to be another layer to the CBT, I think they want Kris Bryant. I think Kris Bryant would be a great fit in New York. I think he'd be a great fit there. He's versatile. He can play third base, outfield, first base, anywhere you want him. He's there. But he's another name to look out for here. And then you start thinking, okay, if Carlos Correa doesn't sign with the Astros, because in my opinion, they can't offer him the deal that he wanted. He wanted upwards of $300 million. And to be honest with you, Jim Crane of the Astros just doesn't do those long-term deals. He doesn't do 10-year deals. He doesn't do 8 and up. Will he get that elsewhere? I don't know. But once he falls, then it opens up the market for everybody else. He's that top chip. Then it opens it up for everybody. This tweet about Kris Bryant, I think Kris Bryant comes off the board tonight, and I believe that it will be the Mets who sign him. The Mets have done things right this. I'm excited to watch the Mets. You get Scherzer, DeGrom, Marte, Escobar, Canna. Imagine Kris Bryant in that lineup. Man, that's going to be exciting. So, look, there's still plenty of names out there as well. I mean, the list just goes on and on. I also think if Correa signs elsewhere, I think Trevor Story could end up with the Astros. That's certainly a possibility, in my opinion. Trevor Story to the Astros? Is that going to happen? I don't know. But let's move on. Talk about another free agent. Who else is out there? Feed me another name to talk about. Anthony Rizzo. Anthony Rizzo. Where's Rizzo going? I actually thought he was a great fit in New York with the Yankees, but I don't think that's going to happen. At least it doesn't sound like it. They're making a strong push at Freddie Freeman. But if Freddie Freeman signs quickly in the next couple of days, then maybe the Yankees, I don't want to say fall back on. Anthony Rizzo is a great player, but maybe maybe Anthony Rizzo then becomes a priority. Maybe Anthony Rizzo ends up in Boston with the Red Sox. I've heard that. What are the Red Sox going to do? Kyle Schwarber coming back? These names that we just keep throwing out are insane. So, we see this all the time, especially in basketball. As you approach the deadline, we get Woj bombs about where these basketball guys are going to be traded and where all these free agents are going to go. I don't know if we've ever seen anything like what we're about to see in Major League Baseball. Things are going to happen. Things are going to happen fast. It's currently 5:43 on the East Coast. This agreement will become officially official after the owners' meeting at 6 o'clock. So we might be just a couple of hours away from these free agents starting to sign somewhere. Nick Castellanos is another one. Friend of the podcast, Nick Castellanos. So go back, check out that episode if you want. Don't have to, but you should. Where's he going to go? I've thought all along a good fit for him would be the Phillies. But I've heard a good bit about the Marlins. But look, Nick Castellanos is an all-star. He's a phenomenal bat. Oh my God, I'm getting overwhelmed just thinking about all these names that have to sign somewhere. Like I said, we've never seen anything like this. It's about to be wild. And we haven't even talked, everybody we've talked about to this point has been a position player. We haven't even gotten to the pitchers. Let's talk about Clayton Kershaw, a surefire Hall of Famer, a Los Angeles Dodger. But a Los Angeles Dodger for life? Well, I don't know. Los Angeles Dodgers are certainly going to make a push for him. But in my opinion, this comes down to the Dodgers and the Rangers, who are certainly going to make a strong push at him. The Rangers, who have spent almost $500 million this offseason. Let's not forget about that. the Rangers aren't gonna be awful anymore. But look, it was getting to the point where the Clayton Kershaw situation was getting a little scary. Raising Cane's. That's where he signed. That's where Clayton Kershaw signed in this offseason, with Raising Cane's. They tweeted the other day that we have signed Clayton Kershaw. But I don't think that's going to work out much longer because somebody's about to pay him a lot of money. And look, if I had to predict right now, I think he's going to the Rangers. I do. I think it's close right now. I think it's a toss-up. Obviously, I'm not in his head. I'm not in anybody's head involved. But I do know for a fact that the Rangers have set aside their money specifically to go after Clayton Kershaw. They have an entire allowance, if you will, an entire budget to go get Clayton Kershaw and bring him home where he's from. So that'll be an interesting one. Another really interesting one, a guy that really has come on the scene here in the last year or two, Carlos Rodón. A guy that had been through a lot of injuries, had really struggled and lost his velo, and then 2021 comes, and the guy is a certified ace last year. I mean, in the Cy Young conversation for a while, but now he's a free agent. Where's Carlos Rodón going to sign? I don't know. The Angels? I've heard the Angels. I think the Angels will be a great fit. Look, give the Angels credit here. What they have done so far this offseason, and we will continue to see them do more, is go out and make a lot of deals for pitchers. Noah Syndergaard, Michael Lorenzen, Aaron Loup, Raisel Iglesias. Now here they are, and I think Carlos Rodón would be such a good fit for that rotation. Then you put him and Shohei, my best friend. By the way, we get Shohei Ohtani back. Yes! Oh, okay. Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.